Hi friends, and welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today I am going to have another fun video for you. I hope you enjoy it, but first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda, this is my Oliver, and if you're returning, you guys are the best. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So I'm going to take 8 5-gallon paint stir sticks and I'm going to put them together using my giant craft sticks from, they're the jumbo craft sticks from Walmart. And then I'm going to use wood glue and hot glue to attach them all. Now, those 5-gallon paint stir sticks you can get at a Home Depot or Lowe's. Sometimes you can find them at Walmart. I got these off of Amazon. They are in my Amazon store if you're interested in purchasing them that way. But these craft sticks, I actually had cut the tops off of them in a previous DIY. So I painted the whole thing with my Waverly chalk paint in the color white. And then when I was done and it was dry, I took my elephant chalk paint by Waverly and I went ahead and distressed all around the edge of my sign here. And then I went ahead and did a little distressing along where each one was connected there. And then I do go through the middle of those sticks too. I just kind of did a little bit of distressing everywhere because I like rustic, right? I like distressing. I took this page from this calendar, from this 2024 calendar, and I'm taking my bamboo sticks. These I also have in my Amazon store, and I am just cutting them down with my miter shears to create a frame. And I'm just using that one there to mark it, and then I will cut the tops and bottom ones as well. Once I had them all cut, I am painting them with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Elephant. Then I take my pencil here and I'm just marking lines to where my picture is going to lay. And then I don't know why I didn't use Mod Podge, but I decided to use the tacky glue this time, and I just went all the way around it. And then I'm going to lay my calendar in place. And I think I was thinking I don't need Mod Podge. I don't know, because I'm going to put the frame thing over it. I don't know what I was thinking, but that's what I did. You could use whatever glue you feel would work best for you. So I took my Tight Bond Quick and Thick multi-purpose glue here, and I'm brushing it on, and I'm going to use hot glue as well to attach my frames together. I'm using a paintbrush because I lost the cap to my Tight Bond glue, and I just got like some plastic wrap around the top of it, and I think it has made it a little harder to squeeze out the bottle. So after I had this all framed in, I'm going to take this ribbon. I bought this at Hobby Lobby. It's in the spring section, so it's 40% off right now. I am going to weave it in and out of the top parts of my stir sticks here. And then once I had it, I turned it over, and then I just kind of pull on them to make it a little tighter. It was a little loose, and so I wanted to make sure it was snug there. So I'm trimming off the excess here like you see, and then I'm just going to kind of pull tight, and then I'm going to use my hot glue and glue those to the back there. After that, what do? I took the rest of this ribbon and I'm making my bow, my awareness ribbon bow, scrunch it up in the middle, and then take some twine to wrap around the middle and hold it tight. And you can make any kind of bow. You could do this without a bow. It's all up to you if you recreate this how you want to make it your own. This bow is simple for me and easy for me to make, and I like the way it looks, so that's one of the reasons why I do it like this all the time. I'm going to dovetail the ends by folding them in half and then cutting at an angle. Then I took some half beads, and were already painted white, and I'm going to put them all around the corner of my frame. Now, I don't know if you can tell or not, but the top stick there is a little crooked, and that is because apparently I cut it a little tad too long, and when I went to go lay it down, I couldn't get it in between the two side sticks, and it was already set and I couldn't move it. So I thought, well, if I put these little half beads there, that might help kind of hide it a little bit, and then it still looks decorative as well. So after I glued my bow on, I took some of this raffia and I am making another bow with it. I just took a handful of it and just made a bow. I'm going to cut off all that excess so that it doesn't look so wild, and then I'm going to glue that right in front of my bow. And then I took this twine. I made a loop, and then I'm going to tie the ends around my finger to make a knot. So that way I have kind of a little loopy hanger, I guess you could call it. And once I had it done, I'm going to trim off that excess and use my stapler to staple it in place, because I'm going over one of those painter sticks or craft sticks. It was thick enough for me to staple it so it didn't go through. And there it is. I love how this turned out. I think it is so farmhouse and so cute. I love that picture. You have to let me know what you think about that in the comment box below. Okay, guys, real quick again, I just want to remind you that I am really close to my 20,000 subscriber benchmark, and I am so excited. My birthday is coming up May 7th, and I would love to hit that goal by May 7th. So I am just asking for your help. Share this video, like, comment. If you watched me often and haven't subscribed yet, or even if you're new here and haven't subscribed yet, I would appreciate it if you hit that red subscribe button, become part of our YouTube family, and help this girl out. Once I reach my 20,000 subscribers, I will have a couple of giveaways of some gifts, or I should say stuff from my stash. I might even throw in a few DIYs that I've made. We'll see. But anyways, I would just love it. So make sure you subscribe before you go, share this video, do all those things. I truly appreciate it. And let's see if I can make it to my goal before my birthday on May 7th. So with all that, let's continue on with the video. Okay, here's DIY number 2. So for this DIY, I took 2 of these blocks from Dollar Tree. I painted the sides of one with hazelnut and the sides of the other one with ivory. I'm not going to show you the other one because I made all of that one before I made this one, because I wanted to make sure I knew how to do it. So I took this faux fur from Hobby Lobby, and I actually have 2 of them that I'm going to use. I'm kind of making a line. I didn't want it to go all the way to the bottom because that hair hangs down low. So I traced on my block there so I'd know where it's going to go. Now I'm just laying it in on the back of that fur and using a marker to trace it so that I know how much of it I need to cut. After I have that traced, I'm going to take my scissors and very carefully cut the back part. Now you will cut some of the fur, but if you just try and make sure to not do a deep cut, it's hard to explain, but if you just kind of try and cut that backing, you will have minimal shedding. And let me tell you, if you don't, it is bad. I've done that before and it was horrible. So after I had that cut off, I took my Titebond Quick and Thick multi-purpose glue, added it along the back, and then I'm going around the edges with my hot glue. Again, the Quick Bond is for permanent hold. The hot glue is for immediate hold. And I put that on my wood piece, and then I'm going to lay my fur right down on it here. And I'm just kind of brushing it so that it all adheres to that glue. And I kind of took a little bit, so I added a little bit more hot glue on the side there, and then added my sides to the glue. Yes, that's what I did. I'm going to do the same to the other side. Now, the first one that I made its lighter color fur. I cut it down a little too short, and so I was this was a little trial here as I was doing this. I wasn't expecting it to go all the way around both sides, but it did, and that's okay. So I cut this other piece down so that it would fit in between, and I used the same glue. I'm just laying it in place there so you can't see it. Then I took some brown felt and I made an oval, and I'm gluing some batting in it, and then I'm using hot glue to glue around. Now, as you can see, I kept getting that little piece there stuck, and so now you can see kind of some hot glue on the fur, which drives me nuts because It was, oh my word, it was sticking on me everywhere. I had hot glue all over my nails. It was crazy. Anyways, I took some pink felt and made some teeny little dots. I traced out a cap for my marker. And then I just cut out a white line for the mouth. So that's the nose and the mouth of my Highland Cow. And then I took some more brown felt and I made like some teardrops, and I am just cutting a little slit in the bottom so that I can glue it like that and it will kind of curve out. As you can see, these you guys I think are so adorable. And then I took this curler from Dollar Tree. I cut it in half. I'm just cutting through the foam with my regular scissors and then use my wire cutters to cut the wire that's inside of it. And then I'm going to cut the top part at an angle. And of course, it's just cutting the foam. And then once I had the foam off of there, I just bent that wire over the foam just to kind of hold it in place there. And after I had that all done, I am going to take my white felt and I am going to kind of measure it here and cut out a long strip. And that long strip is going to cover both of those curler pieces that I have. And I am just going to hot glue it around, around my curler piece. Now, I thought on the other one, I had wrapped that curler piece in some of that batting or fiberfill, and because I didn't want you to be able to see the blue, but apparently I didn't do it on this. I don't know what I was doing. Anyway, so I cut the top at an angle just like you see, and then I'm going to glue that all together as well, just to cover that curler. The reason why I did that is because it's got the wire and you can bend it and keep it in place. So I put a big blob of hot glue at the top of my wood piece, and I'm gluing my horns to it, and then I'm gluing the fur together all around the horns, just like you see me doing right there. And I get all around the edges and everything. Now I got this idea. I saw this on Amazon and I thought it was so cute. And I think it was like $15 for one, maybe two. I don't remember. And I thought I could make that much cheaper. And I did. So the block was $1.25. The fur was two something. So let's just say $6 because I bought two of them. Seven. So I probably $9 into this, maybe at the most. Anyways, so yeah, saved a little bit of money there. I took a bow or a ribbon here and I'm just making a bow. I thought, okay, the light one to me seems like a girl, so she's going to be a girl. So I'm going to put a little bow in her hair so that you know she's a girl. And that's all there was for these. It was pretty easy. I love them. They are so stinking cute, and I love Highland cows, you guys. Oh yeah. I'm like Kathy Joe. I just love them. You have to let me know what you think of these in the comment box below as well. Okay, so I want to show you guys how to subscribe when you're on your TV. So I put in my name, Rustic and Lace DIY. I went to the video there, and then when it comes up, I used my controller to hit the up button, and then I hit it again and it highlighted the title, and then hit it to the right and there's my channel. It shows my little picture. You click on that and then the subscribe button comes on and you can subscribe. So I just wanted to let you know how to do it from your TV. Okay, so here's DIY and number 3. So I'm going to use this mason jar I got for $2.99. It was actually 40% off of that, so it was like $1.80 from Hobby Lobby. If you find these, they're really nice size. I'd say get them. They're only what, 70, not even 70 cents more than Dollar Tree, and they're much better. I painted it with my plaster color, and then I took this Chatur transfer and I am going to fuzz it. This is the first time I used it. It is a brand new one. Just came out this spring. And I did fuzz both ends. I'm just showing you how I fuzzed half of it and I did the other half the same way. And then I'm going to lay it in place. Now, if you are not familiar with Chalk Couture, it is a silk screen transfer or stencil. And we fuzz it the first time because if not, it's too sticky and it will pull up your paint when you pull it up. So I covered the bottom part with my tape there because I didn't want to get any paste on it, and I'm using my Chalk Couture chalk paste in the color Black Velvet, and I'm going to go over all of the words that you see here. Now, if you think Chalk Couture looks cool, I love it. I am a designer and I do have a link in my description box. If you want to check out my page, I usually recommend the monthly Chalk Couture Club. It's $21.99 a month, and you get or you get an exclusive 8x11 transfer plus some coordinating chalk paste. But we do have a new program called Member Perks, and you actually there is a monthly fee to it, but you get like 30% off any of your orders, which is good. This is a little more expensive transfer, so if you have that Members Perks, it definitely helps give you a better cost. So once I was done there, I went and cleaned off my transfer because you want to do that right away. And then I painted the top of my mason jar with my ink color there. Then I went ahead and took a little bit and did a very light distressing around the edge. I didn't want a lot of distressing. I just wanted a little bit around the edge. And I think it really just gave it that little oomph that it needed. And I love the way this thing turned out. I'm just going simple here. I took some boxwood greenery and I'm just stapling it out to the top because the wood from Dollar Tree is a little bit, sorry, Hobby Lobby is a little bit thicker than Dollar Tree. And with the picks there, it makes it to where the staples don't go through. Then I glued on that bow. It's just one of my regular bows. This ribbon came from Sam's Club. I took some tape and put it on some uh, what is that? Twine. And I am just going through the holes to make a hanger, tying knots on the ends. And I kept getting paint on me because there was still paint in the holes that were wet. And so I just tied the knots, cut off the excess, and there's a hanger. And I love how this turned out. This is definitely going up in my kitchen. Ugh, I love it. You'll have to let me know what you think about it. And again, if you have any questions about Chalk Couture, you can always email me. I'm always happy to answer any questions about it. Okay, so now it is a time for a celebration of your recreation. And we have this beautiful wreath that Dorothy made. I love it. Of course, it's got the purples in it, which I love. Great job, Dorothy. And then Renee, she's got some 4th of July going on with some nautical. I love it. And then Tracy made these two very pretty wreaths that are lit up at night. I love them. Thank you, ladies. And if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase for you, you can send pictures to my email address that's listed there, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. Okay, final DIY number 4. So I'm going to take this sign from Dollar Tree and I'm going to remove the hanger on the back. It's just there with staples. I also removed the tags that are on the back, and then I'm going to remove the paper. This came off pretty easy. At first it was a little hard getting some bigger pieces, but then it just started coming right off. Once I got it off, I soaked it all down with some water and let it set for about 5 minutes, and then I am using my paint scraper to scrape off all that excess. Once I had it all cleaned, I painted that as well as this little plaque from Dollar Tree with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Maize. I also painted some of the handle, or what do you call that? The stake on the back of that sign. Now I didn't create this. I got this off of Cricut Design Space, and apparently I did not measure it correctly because it was too big for my round. I thought I had it the right size, and I was so frustrated, but I was not going to make another one because this took me forever to weed. Because you look at all those flowers, I had to weed all of those flowers. It took me forever. This was a true labor of love for Highland cows. So I'm just placed it on my wood round, or not wood round, my little round MDF round here. And then I cut off the stake part. And then I also painted some tumbling tower blocks with the same maize color. I'm adding some wood glue and hot glue to the bottom of it. Going to glue it onto that base, and then I'm going to add a little wood glue to the bottom of my stake here, and hot glue on the very bottom part. That way it will stick for right away. And then I'm going to do the same with the other tumbling tower block. And I was going to lay it down and thought, oh wait, I need to put some glue on the edge. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. And I glued it there. And then after that, I took these sunflowers from Dollar Tree. They're kind of wonky, so I used my heat gun here to make those petals look a little nicer. Then I did cut off the bottom parts of it a little bit. You'd want to be careful not to cut too far in because then it will come apart. So I'm going to put some hot glue on the bottom, add those leaves to it, and then I'm going to cut off that long piece on the leaves as well. And then I'm just going to glue it onto my base, and you'll see an earthquake here in a moment because I hit my camera. I'm trying to slow it down there. And then I just added another sunflower, and then I'm going to add that other sunflower there. The one on the bottom didn't have any leaves, but that's okay because we're going to do something else. So once I had that added, I also had some small sunflowers that came from Hobby Lobby. So I added, and they were a little different yellow. And so I added them, and I took a couple leaves from those stems there, and I just glued them under the big sunflower just to give it some more greenery, so it wasn't all so yellow. I wish I had some like orange uh, sunflowers, but oh well, it is what it is. So anyways, after that, I did make a little regular shoestring bow with my black gingham ribbon and glued it to the base. And that's all there was. I love that picture. That Highland Cow is so stinking adorable. I just love it. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Your final reveal is coming right up. So let me know which one was your favorite today and if you think you'll be recreating any of them. And again, if you are new or even if you've been watching for a while and never subscribed, please help me reach my goal by hitting that red subscribe button before you go, and then make sure you guys give me that thumbs up and comment. It is always truly appreciated when you guys do that. That does really help me. I will be back again on Sunday with another video, so stay tuned for that. And with all that being said, I really hope you guys have a wonderfully blessed weekend, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.